everyone, Tammy here. Tonight we're going to make a cough syrup, or what we use as a cough syrup. I want to put a disclaimer in there first though. I'm not a doctor. I don't proclaim to be a doctor. I'm not a licensed anything. I am just a woman that this is the way she's lived, and I'm willing to offer and share what I know. What you do with it is up to you. I am not giving you any medical advice whatsoever. If you have a problem, you need to go seek a professional. If you decide that you want to try this or use it, wonderful. I think that we need to learn this stuff, and I'm willing to share what I know, but I can't prescribe for you. I'm not a doctor. Okay, that all said and done, we're going to make a onion honey cough syrup, and we're going to use real honey. This is forest raw honey from Germany. We have friends that travel all over the place, and they gift us things like this because they know that it's something we're going to use, and we're very, very grateful for it. And the type of onion that I use is a regular yellow white onion, not a sweet onion, not a purple onion. We want just a nice, pungent, strong onion. That's what's going to work. And why do we want onions? I made myself a couple little cheat sheets here because, well, to remember all this is going to be kind of tough, and I want to make sure I get good information across to you. So I went through everything I had, my journals, my books, and some online stuff, and tried to grab all the information that was pertinent to this. The benefits of onions. Onions have certain, where is it? There we go. They're packed with immune-boosting nutrients like selenium, sulfur compounds, zinc, and vitamin C. In addition, they are one of the best sources of quercetin and potent flavonoids, an antioxidant that has antiviral properties as well as a histamine regulating effects. Well, we know that anyway when it comes to the histamine regulating effects. When you cut an onion open, what happens? Most times your eyes water, your nose runs, it gets everything moving. It'll sometimes get your eyes watering and your nose running so bad that you'll get coughing because it gets all that going inside you. The sulfur compounds help to fight off the mucus and promote an expulsion of mucus also that's in the onion. It opens your airways. Onions are considered to be one of the most powerful natural antibiotics. They've used them for forever and a day, from old farmhouse, old cures. They used to cut an onion, put it in a sock, put it under the bed, put it under your pillow. When you had influenza or any kind of cold, it pulls the nasties out of the air, and they thought that it helped you, and it does. It helps in reducing fevers. It does a lot of nice things. It's a common versatile ingredient that they used for treating all sorts of different things. Well, that's pretty much what it is. I want to tell you some of what's in it. There we go. They're low in calories, which we know, but they have beneficial nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They contain small amounts of iron, potassium, calcium, folate, magnesium, phosphorus, and the antioxidant quercetin and sulfur, as I told you just a few minutes ago. And all those things are really, really good for you. And onions are also part of the alum family in the veggies and herbs. And they can also include chives, garlic, scallions, and leeks. This is what you want, though, for a good cough syrup. All I did was take that onion, cut it up in chunks. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. And I'm going to put this jar right full. This is so simple, and it works so well. It has worked for me so wonderfully. It's so hard coming on and sharing things like this because, I don't want any kind of trouble. I'm just trying to share old ways that I know. Perfect. Just enough. And then I'm going to pour, I'm going to say roughly 2 tablespoons of this honey over the onion itself. Maybe 3. Okay, we'll let that work its way down. Just that simple. Now that's just going to sit on top of that onion. You're going to put the cover on the jar, and then you place this in the refrigerator. You really can't use this for 24 hours. You can leave it sitting out for like an hour or 2 to let it get really started. The honey will start to pull all the juices out of the onion, and the onion will start to blend really well because it starts eating up the honey. What ends up happening is you get a mixture like that. It becomes very watery. See the onion in there? That's what we had left over. We're almost out of it now. And that really, really helped us a lot. Now, who would have thought? I hope you find this helpful. If you want, there are also some other things that you can add to it. You could mix a little ginger and a little cayenne in the honey before you pour it over the onion, and that will help also with the throat, the fever. It'll help induce heat inside you to sweat things out. But just for a simple cough syrup, this is perfect. Onion and honey. And make sure the honey is real honey, not something that has corn syrup or coloring or preservatives, anything like that in it, because honey doesn't have to have that. They've found honey in crypts that were old. Oh, and date it. I always put, this is good in the refrigerator for a month. I always put a date on the jar when we start it, and then put that in the fridge. And when we use it, we always make sure we pour a little bit out. And these onions are really going to wilt down to nothing. You're going to be amazed at how much this actually turns into liquid and in this little. But you can eat those onions too. I actually like them. Well, if you enjoyed this video, if you get something out of it, I'm hoping nobody's sick and ill, but if you are, this is the quickest and the easiest for you to do this flu and cold season if you're needing something for a home remedy. Don't forget, consult your doctor, your physician. A lot of these viruses that are out there today are turning into pneumonia and other types of things that, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you really shouldn't mess around with. All right, thumbs up, please. And if you're a subscriber, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and click on that subscription button. And don't forget to ring the bell. By ringing the bell, you'll get notified of new videos as they come out. I'll see you tomorrow.